Welcome back. We've just taken an incredible expedition together, exploring different money personalities and discovering the unique strengths and challenges that come with each one. Now comes the most important part of this entire course, putting it all together and creating your personal action plan. By now, you probably have a pretty good sense of which money personality type resonates most strongly with you. But here's something really important that I want you to understand. Most people aren't just one personality type. You might be primarily a saver, but with some investor tendencies. Or maybe you're a spender who also has money worrier traits. You could actually be a money monk with some money avoider characteristics. And that's not only normal, it's actually more common than being purely one type. Think of your money personality like a recipe. You might be 60% saver, 20% investor, and 20% money worrier. Or maybe you're 50% spender, 30% debtor, and 20% money avoider. Understanding your unique blend is what makes this framework so powerful. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Your money personality can actually change during different phases of your life. When you're fresh out of college with student loans, you might lean heavily debtor. When you get your first good job, you might shift towards spender. When you start thinking about buying a house, you might develop strong saver tendencies. And when you're planning for retirement, you might embrace your inner investor. This isn't inconsistency, this is growth and adaptation. Your money personality should serve your life goals, not limit them. So, let's talk about how to create your personal financial mission statement. This is going to be your North Star, the thing that guides all of your financial decisions and keeps you on track when you're tempted to fall back into patterns that don't serve you. First, I want you to identify your core values. Not what you think you should value, but what you actually genuinely care most about. Is it family? Freedom, security, adventure, making a difference in the world, creative expression? There's no right or wrong answers here, just your authentic priorities. Next, think about what financial success actually means to you personally. For some people, it's never having to worry about money. For others, it's being able to travel the world. For some, it's being able to help family members or support causes they believe in. For others, it's having the freedom to take career risks or pursue creative projects. Your definition of financial success should be based on your values and your vision for your life, not on what other people think you should want. Now, here's how you create your mission statement. Write 1 or 2 sentences that connect your money management to your deeper values and goals. For example, I manage my money intentionally so I can have the security to take creative risks and the resources to help my family when they need it. Or, I build wealth strategically so I can have the freedom to travel, experience new cultures, and support environmental causes I care about. Or, I handle money responsibly so I can provide stability for my family while also modeling good financial habits for my children. Your mission statement should feel inspiring and authentic to you. It should remind you why you're doing this work, especially on days when budgeting or saving or investing feels difficult or boring. All right, now let's create your 90-day implementation plan. This is where we get specific and actionable. Based on your primary money personality, I want you to choose your top 3 financial challenges. If you're a spender, maybe it's impulse buying, lack of emergency savings, and credit card debt. If you're a money worrier, maybe it's analysis paralysis about investing, checking accounts too frequently, and sacrificing too much present happiness for future security. Be honest about what's actually holding you back or causing you stress. Next, for each challenge, choose one specific strategy from the personality modules that resonated with you. Don't try to implement everything at once. That's overwhelming and usually leads to giving up. For example, if you're a spender struggling with impulse buying, maybe you choose the 24-hour rule. If you're a saver who's been too restrictive, maybe you choose to create a monthly splurge budget. If you're an investor with analysis paralysis, maybe you choose to start with just $50 per month in a target date fund. The key is picking strategies that feel doable and specific. Now, here's something crucial that most people skip. You need to set up tracking and accountability systems. This doesn't have to be complicated, but it does have to be consistent. Maybe you check in with yourself every Sunday evening to review how the week went. Maybe you have a monthly money date where you review your accounts and celebrate your progress. Maybe you find an accountability partner who shares similar financial goals. The specific system doesn't matter as much as having some system. What gets measured gets managed, and what gets celebrated gets repeated. Let's also talk about building your financial support system because money management doesn't happen in isolation. If you have a partner, you need to have an honest conversation about your different money personalities and how they complement or conflict with each other. A spender married to a saver can actually be a great team if they understand each other's perspectives and create systems that work for both personalities. If you're single, Consider finding friends who share your financial goals. Having people you can talk to about money, people who won't judge you for wanting to build wealth or for struggling with financial challenges, makes your expedition much easier and more sustainable. You might also want to consider working with professionals. If you're dealing with significant debt, credit counseling might be helpful. If you're building wealth and your situation is getting complex, a financial planner could provide more valuable guidance. If money issues are creating significant stress or relationship problems, a financial therapist might be worth considering. Here's something else that's really important. Schedule regular reviews and be prepared to adjust your approach as you grow and change. I recommend doing a comprehensive review of your money personality and financial strategies at least once a year, maybe on your birthday or at the beginning of each year or on some other date that's meaningful to you. During these reviews, ask yourself, what's working well? What's not working? Have my values or priorities shifted? Do I need to adjust my strategies or try new approaches? Remember, your money personality isn't a prison, it's a starting point. As you develop new skills and confidence, you might find yourself adopting strategies from other personality types that serve your evolving goals. And please remember to celebrate your progress along the way. Building healthy money habits is hard work, and you deserve to acknowledge your successes, even the small ones. So, paid off a credit card? Celebrate. Built your first $1,000 in emergency savings? Celebrate. Made your first investment? Celebrate. Went a whole month without impulse purchases? Celebrate that, for sure. These victories matter, and celebrating them helps reinforce the positive changes you're making. Here's what I want you to do in the next 24 hours. Write your personal financial mission statement. Identify your top 3 financial challenges, and choose one specific strategy to implement for each challenge. Set up one tracking or accountability system. Don't overthink it. Don't wait until you have the perfect plan, just start. You now have something that most people will never get: deep self-awareness about your relationship with money and specific strategies that work with your natural tendencies instead of against them. Your money personality isn't something to overcome, it's something to understand, honor, and work with strategically. You have everything you need to build the kind of financial life that supports your values and your dreams. In our last module, we're going to talk about resources for continued learning and next steps for your financial expedition. But the real work starts right now with the choices you make today and tomorrow and every day after that. So you've got this. I believe in you, and I'm excited to see what you build. So I'll see you in our next module.